Executives today skipped a hearing of the Delhi Assembly's Peace and Harmony Committee, saying they've already appeared before a parliamentary panel and the subject comes under the centre. The Delhi panel, stung by this response, said it would deliver a final warning to the social networking giant over the no-show. Aam Aadmi Party MLA Raghav Chadha, who heads this committee, said that Facebook had broadly suggested that since IT and law and order were under the union government, the Delhi Assembly shouldn't get into it. What does the Aam Aadmi Party government now make of this Facebook snub? We'll be joined by Raghav Chadha. But first, let me go across to my colleague Arvind, who's been tracking the details of this story very closely. Arvind, what do we make of the fact that Facebook has been accused of actively fanning the flames during the Delhi riots? That's the whole probe that is being conducted by the Delhi panel. And B, it's a no-show as far as Facebook is concerned. They believe that the Delhi panel doesn't warrant an answer.
Yeah, Rishika, in fact, the Delhi Assembly Committee on Peace and Harmony is actually looking into the social media giant, that is Facebook, role in the alleged role in the Delhi riots. In fact, the committee had summoned the top executives of Facebook, especially the managing director and also the vice president of India Operations, Ajit Mohan, to appear before the committee proceedings today somewhere around 12 noon. But the instead of Facebook executives, instead of appearing before the committee, they had sent their written response to the committee saying that because Facebook operates under Information Technology Act, and then Information Technology Act comes under the central government, and the central government, especially the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Information Technology, is already seized of this matter. Second one, because law and order is not a state subject, especially in Delhi, and law and order comes under the central government, and again it's the domain of parliament because they have already appeared before the Parliamentary Standing Committee. They, in a way, they said that Delhi Delhi Committee on Peace and Harmony actually does not have jurisdiction in this particular matter, and that's why they had asked the committee to recall this particular notice. But taking a strong objection to this particular response from the Facebook, today the committee had gone to an extent by giving a stern warning to the Facebook, saying that we are giving you a last opportunity, last chance. We are issuing a fresh summons to you, and they have asked the Facebook to comply with the summons. And in fact, some of the members went to an extent saying that this particular response of Facebook is an insult and also contempt to the Delhi Assembly, and then they wanted coercive action. But the last, in line with the principle of natural justice, the committee chairperson had said that they would be issuing a final warning, last chance to Facebook to comply with the summons. So we have to wait and watch whether the Facebook will comply with the fresh summons. Will they appear before the committee proceedings, or else they would be moving court challenging this particular summon by the committee.
Very interesting developments. Appreciate you, Arvind, for putting that in context for us. We do have Raghav Chadha, who heads the committee, now joining us on the broadcast. Raghav, thanks for being with us. Facebook says that it isn't your jurisdiction. They don't want to answer your questions. What do you make of these developments?
Well, first of all, to not comply with the notice of appearance issued by the Legislative Committee of the Delhi Legislative Assembly, to my mind, is not merely the contempt of this committee, it is the contempt of the entire Legislative Assembly, and perhaps even contempt of the people of Delhi, because we, the committee members, represent the will of the people. And we have, after extensive discussion and deliberation, come to the conclusion that one last opportunity be afforded to the Vice President and the Managing Director of Facebook, one Mr. Ajit Mohan, to appear on the next date of hearing and put forward his defense. I think principles of natural justice do accord that, that a right of being heard be offered to him one last time, though he has refused to appear and has exhibited his indifference towards the notice. He mentions certain, Rishika, some frivolous reasons as to why he has not showed up. One of them is that the matter is pending before the parliamentary committee. Well, I mean, we certainly discussed this matter also in today's proceedings, that the parliamentary committee is looking into some other aspects, and the domain of the Peace and Harmony Committee is with regard to the happenings in the NCT of Delhi,
but
and in
Raghav,
particular Facebook's role.
What do you make of this complete disregard? The fact that they say IT and law and order under the union government, the Delhi Assembly shouldn't even get into it. I mean, it's a disregard essentially for what your panel is doing.
Well, they've certainly shown some indifference and disregard, and it is, as I've said, it is disregard and contempt of the privileges of the Delhi Legislative Assembly. I would like to remind you, the concerned officials through you, that this committee is an all-powerful committee. We don't wish to, wax eloquence on the powers that we possess. But if you were to read Article 105 of the Indian Constitution, Section 18(3) of the GNCTD Act, as well as the powers of a parliamentary committee or of any other legislature, these are all powerful committees. They can compel the attendance of a person. They can issue warrants for their presence, and also go to the extent of pronouncing punishment. So therefore, I feel that it would be in his interest to not run away from the proceedings, because Rishika, if you do not show up before this committee...
Do you think Facebook is running away? It's very interesting, because the allegations that you've levelled, and let me just break this down for our viewers as well, the allegations that you've levelled is not just selective application of community standards as far as Facebook is concerned, but actively fanned the flames during the Delhi riots. I mean, those are grave allegations. Do you feel Facebook is running away?
Well, Rishika, I am, being the chairperson of this committee, in no position to raise any or to make any allegation. I have merely put forward the compelling evidence and the depositions that have been made before this committee that do point towards Facebook's alleged role in aggravating the situation in the as far as the communal clashes that happened in the month of February 2020 are concerned. And therefore, I think if Facebook does not show up and does not participate in a proceedings like these, the message that will go out will be very clear that they have something to hide. They don't. They wish to conceal facts, and they don't wish to come clean. And I think that should that doesn't behove of a social media platform that is alleged to be a content neutral platform, and therefore I think it would be in their favor to appear in the event that they choose to refuse the second notice and the last notice of appearance that we will issue. There is ample legal and administrative teeth that this committee enjoys to compel
Which brings me to my next question. You said that you will take coercive action if needed. What is the kind of action that the committee can take against Facebook if they don't show up at that last final ultimatum hearing?
Well, as I just said to you a couple of minutes ago, that this committee is an all-powerful committee. And this committee functions independent of the Parliament and Parliament's standing committee. Under the federal polity, every legislature has the right to constitute its committees. These subcommittees essentially represent the legislature. Since the legislature cannot meet on a daily basis, these committees function the oversight function of the legislature. And they enjoy all powers. They enjoy powers that, as I've said, can compel, the production of any witness, production of any evidence, issuance of warranties, and also, this utter disregard and indifference towards the legislative oversight function of a committee like this is nothing short of contempt of this committee, contempt of Delhi Assembly, and breach of privilege. And a motion of breach of privilege can also be moved against Facebook, and I don't think Facebook wishes to do that. We quite frankly do not wish to do that at this point, and therefore we are offering, affording one last opportunity to the Vice President of Facebook.
It's very interesting, the developments that are taking place and several questions that are being asked of Facebook. Before we let you go, Raghav, very quickly, has Facebook responded to you? Have they, clarified why there was a no-show?
Yeah, no, absolutely. They had sent a letter which I read out before all the committee members, where they have essentially said that we are unable to appear and we request you to recall this notice of appearance because of following reasons. One, that the matter is pending before the standing committee. Two, they think that the matter is of an exclusive domain that that domain is enjoyed by the union government and not by the state government, so on and so forth.
So they've essentially raised the jurisdiction issue.
Quite frankly, anybody who has even a semblance of understanding of the law of the land, of the Constitution of India and the GNCTD Act would say that the officials of Facebook are ill-advised and they should probably hire a better lawyer as far as their understanding of law goes.
Very, very interesting developments. I appreciate you, Raghav, for joining us.